Red Notice, which is a Raiders-style treasure hunter action-adventure from Rawson Marshall Thurber, re-teaming with Dwayne Johnson, with whom he made Central Intelligence and Skyscraper, the latter of which I really liked. I also loved Jungle Cruise, which is the Dwayne Johnson movie based on a theme park ride, which was better than Pirates. And I also liked the rebooted Jumanji movies, which again was, The Rock doing his stuff. So, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, there was a whole thing about you can't call him that anymore because they have to pay royalties to the whichever wrestling thing is. Anyway, he's an FBI profiler. He turns up at a do where one of 3 priceless eggs owned by Cleopatra is about to be stolen. He knows this because he is a profiler, and therefore he is one step ahead of Ryan Reynolds thieving Nolan Booth, but also potentially one step behind Gal Gadot's character. Anyway, due to the most convoluted of plot setups, Dwayne and Ryan end up in prison where they team up to break out, and then there is a super convoluted mission in which Ryan is trying to beat Gal Gadot to the missing eggs while Dwayne is trying to clear his name. Sort of. Here's a clip.
Looking for something specific or just browsing?
You look awful.
There was an easier way in, but I doubt very much that you could have managed it. Now that I have 2 out of the 3 eggs, I'll give you one last chance to take me up on my offer.
Well, here's my counteroffer. You're under arrest.
Oh my God. Read the room.
I told you, this would end with you in handcuffs.
You're so embarrassing. He's so embarrassing.
Tell you what, Agent Hartley. You want to arrest me? Come. Arrest me.
I just want the egg. I mean, sometimes.
As I've written on my cue thing here, ends with fighty noises.
Yep, that's definitely what they were.
Fighty noises. Okay, so the pitch for the film was originally, apparently, it became the subject of a bidding war between a number of different studios. I think Universal, Warner, Sony, Paramount. Ended up with Universal. Stars were signed up 20 million, in each for the things. And then filming was interrupted by COVID, and the price of the project spiraled. And I think at one point Variety said 200 million, somewhere between 160 and 200 million. Netflix stepped in. It made it the most expensive Netflix project to date. Also one of the safest because 3 bankable stars doing exactly what they do. Dwayne The Rock Johnson doing the thing which he does, which is he's an action hero, but he's also a kind of funny straight man. He's a very good comic straight man, and he's got bags of charisma, and he's a likable presence on screen. Ryan Reynolds does that whiny, sarky, doing exactly the same performance that he did in the Hitman's Bodyguards, Cook the Thief, his wife and her, boyfriend. And that thing that he always does, which he does very well because it's the thing that he does. And then Gal Gadot doing Wonder Woman, being, fabulous and action-tastic and all the rest of it, but also very good with the sort of sharp dialogue. So it's roles that they all play well. And one of the reasons that I was referring to them pretty much in that intro by their real names as opposed to their character names is they might as well be playing, it's him and her doing the thing that he does and she does. As for the plot, it's a bit Raiders, it's a bit Romancing the Stone, it's a bit Ocean's 11, it's a bit Jungle Cruise, it's a bit Thomas Crown, it's a bit every other movie in which there is a MacGuffin-y plot device that essentially exists to put 3 bickering characters together in a series of action-y set pieces with some nice scenery that's got a kind of, there's a thing, there's a goal, there's a thing that they have to do, but it doesn't really matter. The Red Notice, incidentally, is the notice of them being the most wanted criminals. And the whole thing kind of looks like a setup for a series of movies. I mean, there's a twist, but it's fine.
Well, that sounds like it's not a twist.
Well, no, there is a twist. There is a twist that makes one of the characters go, "What the," and you go, "Yeah." I think the main thing is this: it's not terrible. I can't quite see how that much money was spent on making something. I mean, the weird thing is, it's absolutely cookie cutter. It's very, very production line. It is. Those stars do the thing they do. This genre of movie does this thing, and this much money buys you this much scenery. There it is. and you go, okay. I will have forgotten about, in the words of Elvis Costello, I will have forgotten about it by Wednesday week.